two students are studying the exact same chapter, why does one score an 82 and the other scores 100? Is it always because of the studying strategy? Or maybe is it also because of the writing strategy? Step 1, decode the question. Before you even start answering the question, ask yourself, what is the examiner asking for? Is he asking you to define, discuss, differentiate, evaluate, or elaborate, and maybe critically examine? Half the battle is won when you answer the question that the examiner is asking for. Step 2, start with a precise definition. Do not start jumping to the concept itself. Start with a crisp, clear, and a very small definition of whatever the concept is being asked for. This gives the examiner a hint in the very first sentence that you know the concept, you understand what the concept is, thus giving you a leverage over the other students. Step 3, use a keyword box. This is my favorite one, and trust me, I don't see a lot of students doing it. Just below the question, write a small heading called key terms and write 5 to 6 the most important terms in your answer, the psychological terms. For example, if the question is about memory, it could be encoding, retrieval, long-term memory, short-term memory, working memory, something that is very relevant. For example, Atkinson and Shiffrin. These could be the important key terms that you can write. But remember, do not overdo them. Do not write everything and everything. Now, the psychology behind writing these key terms in a box or key terms under a heading is that a lot of examiners, before checking your answers thoroughly, they scan through it to see what kind of answer you have written. So when they see that you have written all the important key terms, they get an idea that you know the concept, and it helps them to clearly and easily check your exam. So it gives a first impression that you know the answer. Step 4, do not write continuous answers. Create small paragraphs or distinct points. That helps the examiner not miss on important information. If you start writing from the first line and goes on till the last line, the examiner will lose a track in between and may think you're not very confident about changing points. So it is always preferred to make small paragraphs. But then make visual elements wherever possible. This is the easiest way to make your answer stand out. So you can use small diagrams, flow charts, Venn diagrams, small tables for differentiation, small labeled illustrations wherever applicable. This helps communicate your understanding better than any explanations could. Once you have explained the topic, write a small, make a small flow chart or something that is illustrative of that, so that the examiner, when they look at the flow chart, they understand what you have explained. It gives better understanding. For example, you have explained memory above. So here you can draw a little flow chart with arrows explaining that, okay, information is being encoded, arrow, storage, arrow, retrieval, and then you can draw that Atkinson Shiffrin flow chart. This helps communicate understanding better. Step 7, do not abruptly close the ending. Just always create a loop. Go back to the first sentence and answer the question. For example, if the question is state 5 facts about memory, so you can answer in a way that the ending is such that hence these are the 5 steps or these are the 5 characteristics that explain memory. So something that gives a sense of completedness, so that your answer is not just like starting and then it loses a track. One of the biggest mistakes that most students make is that they think that writing more fetches them more marks, which is an absolute myth. The next video is going to be about what length do examiner expect out of a 1-mark answer, 3-mark answer, 5-mark answer, and a long answer. Stay hooked for the next video. Looking forward to seeing you there.